Hello, I am Alex Solomari, and this is my second channel video, like this channel right here. And I've been getting a lot of posts, like a lot of messages on Twitter because if you didn't know before, the whole YouTube and Twitter together now. Like I made it that way. It's a long story, but anyway, you can see what I do on YouTube on the Alex Solomari account on Twitter, and I liked the video with that account. I made a video last week where it was old footage of my singing video from a while back. I was hijacked by a man in a Max Headroom mask. I get a lot of questions about it, like, what is this? And stuff like that, so I'm just gonna clarify right now. It was November 22nd, 1987 that footage came from. And a man in a Max Headroom mask, you know who that is? He was a popular television character, like a computer animated character actually, which was huge at the time, who had a popular television series in the mid-1980s, Max Headroom. It only ran for like a year because of lost in ratings to Miami Vice, so it had to be taken off. But just enough of the background of Max Headroom. Back to this. So a guy decided to get a mask, and no one knows who even to this day. And on November 22nd, 1987, he decided, first, his attempt was at 9:15 during sports news on WGN. He tried to hijack them. He was on for like 15 seconds, and like mainly it was just a glow humming, and like he really couldn't get the audio through. One of the guys there eventually was able to switch the cable to to a different port to get a different connection, and cut him off and back to the bewildered sportscaster Dan Roan, who was wondering what happened. Here's what he said: "If you're wondering what's happened, so am I." Was that a good impression? I don't know, but anyway. So, and then 2 hours later, during a Doctor Who rerun of Horror Fang Rock on WTTW, the more famous hijacking by Max Headroom, which is what was in that video, occurred. And the first one lasted for 25 seconds. This one lasted for about a minute 25. So he got the audio through that time. And unlike WGN, their connection system is all the way up at the top of Sears Tower, Willis Tower today. Either name works. Whichever comes to mind first for you guys. So they couldn't get to it quickly, so he was able to establish a connection. And eventually, he voluntarily gave the connection back, maybe in fear that he was going to get caught. They still didn't have back at that point. He voluntarily gave it back. The guy did. I don't know why I pointed to me when I said that. But anyway, so I am going to show you the WTTW hijacking, asking the guy behind the Max Headroom mask to contact me, Alex Solomani. I'll put my email below, or you can go on my social networks. You contact me on a private message on Facebook, private message on Twitter, private message on Instagram, whatever you prefer. And I'll have you here. We'll come up in a meeting place. I'll send you my details so you can reach me. And I'll have you here on this show. I will interview you. I've done interviews before. This will be out to my interviews, guy behind Max Headroom or whatever. So, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And also, if you guys are curious as to who actually did it, someone came open a little while ago, maybe a couple years ago, with a Reddit article claiming he knew who did it. The guy was anonymous. I'll post a link to that below, as well as the WGN hijacking video, because I'm not including that. So, without further ado, here is the WTW November 22nd, 1987 hijacking of Max Headroom.
You look after the young lady.
Right, you are. This is quite a treat for me, miss.
Is it?
Oh, don't touch that, please, miss. Oh, yes, it's a lonely life up in the lighthouse, you see. I go out sometimes and talk to the seals, just to get a change from Reuben and Ben.
Seals are animals?
Oh, yes.
That is stupid. You should talk often with the old ones of your tribe. That is the only way to learn.
I'll get you a hot drink, miss.
Oh, I've done some dry clothing.
I'll see the end. Oh, my piles. Oh, I just made a giant masterpiece for all the greatest world newspaper nerds. My brother is wearing the other one. But it's dirty. What you gonna put my time on? Coming to get me.
As far as I can tell, a massive electric shock. He died instantly.
The generator? Were you always so careful?
It was very dark.
We had a lantern. Oh, I don't believe it.
Vince, you'd better go and tell old Reuben what's happened.
I do not believe the machine killed him.